Thank you, and for the fourth time, thank you. Food pantry? John, did we have a food pantry back in the day? Did we have a food pantry? I remember Crystal Creamery. You get $1.50 to go down, and $1.50 was a lot of money, but you only got that once a week. that was a tough one. Dr. Harry Edwards, whomever he might be, thank you very sincerely for your contribution to my life. Always told me, Smith, where are your books? I don't know. Dr. Mary Papazian, thank you. Thank you very much. And of course, Paul Lanning and his entire staff, because without them, things don't move too fast. You're a great person. Your staff is probably greater, okay? Thank you very much. And of course, my wife, Dolores Ann, I better get her because I gotta live the rest of my life with it, you know, so I better put her in there. Folks, it has been a long time, but we are not finished by any means. This campus, San Jose State University, has exploded into a mural of social changes, a mural of social changes. Students, if you are here, any of you, the springboard of social consciousness is clearly identified in the charter of SJSU, Institute for the Study of Sport, Society, and Social Change. Take a good hold, students, take a good hold to this sacrifice. Very obvious, moving forward with a momentum incapable of slowing down. Make educated contributions. Make educated contributions. Sacrifice because of moral responsibility is redemptive. And my hope that SJSU and its newness in reformation will grow for another 50 years through faith and work. Besides, without work, faith is dead. Make a joyful noise. We're still on the green side of grass. Hopefully a minor, I talked to someone earlier about a minor, and you know what I'm talking about, will grow, will become a reality because of this program. And yes, I am humbly grateful to be a chosen double to receive the highest award. It's called the Tower Award. Before I sit down and let John have 9 minutes, because I've only had 4, I said, I'll sell it to you, man. He said, okay, I'll sell it to you cheap, okay? So you owe me some money, John. Let me go. There was a kid born in 1968. 1968. They traveled, he and my wife, with him on her shoulder, traveled to the police department downtown San Jose, and they was laughed out of the police station when she asked for protection. Kevin, let me tell you, without your mama, you wouldn't have been survived. Where are you? I know you're out there somewhere. Stand up for you. That's my oldest right there, who was here in 1968. Okay. And of course, I had him when I was a teacher at Oberlin College, and we was roommates, Tommie and his son, Kevin. Now you see how hard it was. You were only one I had. Now you have 2. Congratulations with your wife. Wife, where are you? Come on, wife. There you are. Thank you. Thank you. I'm done. Thank you, everybody. I'm humble. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. First of all, let me say it's an honor to come back home. Second thing, let me turn the pages in my mind and see if I can get my speech together. All right, I have such a fond memory of leaving New York and going to East Texas State University. And one day I happened to go to the mailbox and I picked up Track and Field News, and I heard this wonderful facility called San Jose State University. There had some young individuals that was wide-eyed, had a curiosity as to how we can possibly make this world a better place. Remember, I have your 6 minutes. How we can make this world a better place. I was really thrilled to read that people felt that the way I felt in terms of how can I make this a better situation for my kids? As a young man, I was thinking about my kids far more than I was thinking about self. And when I came here to San Jose State, I had an opportunity to meet the great Dr. Harry Edwards. And when I say the great Dr. Harry Edwards, I'm talking about the great stature of the man. You look at his shoe size, you look at his anatomy, and you say, this is a monstrous individual. But once you sat down and had an opportunity to have a dialogue with this individual, you find that his stature was minor to his intelligence and his manhood. I was impressed to meet him. I came to San Jose on a visit. And then I went to New York to a meeting with Dr. King. I was invited by Dr. Edwards. I didn't even know he knew I was in New York. But he invited me to this meeting. And after the meeting, he said, John, if you'd like to come to California, to San Jose, it's possible we can get you some kind of grant until you can get a scholarship to come. When I came down, I looked in and I saw Tommie Smith, and I saw Lee Evans, and I saw all the guys coming together to make Speed City. And we knew of the great Ray Norton, and Bobby Pointer. We knew these guys. But there was a whole crop of new individuals come in. It was like the OK Corral, all these fastest guys in the world. But I have a bittersweet situation for me today because I'm here in a joyful vein, and then I'm here because I'm very saddened too. Because the individual that brought me here to this university and opened my heart to have love for the university was an individual that died a week ago. He's one of the alumni from this university. He didn't run for the school, but he was a great student here in the school. But when we look at Speed City, and we like to put Speed City proper in its place to say Speed City was originated here at San Jose State, but Speed City actually overflowed the glass and went into Santa Clara Youth Village as well. Jerry Williams was the very significant point in my life to make me stay at San Jose State, based on his character, based on his friendship, based on his love, and we bonded as one for 50-some-odd years. We were brothers. And it just saddens me to know that I'm here today, and he's not in the audience in the flesh, but I know he's here in the spirit. I can never forget him. Another individual that I met along the way that was very significant, and I'm sure Dr. Edwards didn't admit him by other than age, forgetfulness. But there's a man called Edward Sims that was very significant in the movement, the Olympic Project for Human Rights. I'll be remiss if I was to stand up here and speak about anything and forget about Eddie Sims. He was a very strong person to give you an overview in terms of how to deal with various situations. People look at Tommie Smith and look at John Carlos and say, well, how could they walk through this? Well, we walk through it based on the character that these men put in us. Then there was another young man that was on the team that was a part of Speed City that we lost along the way as well by the name of Ronnie Ray Smith. Great Olympian, great student here at San Jose State, and even more so, a great human being. I cannot accept an award and feel that I'm grandioso because I did something in the Olympic Games. I think each and one of the individuals that I've mentioned, there's a part of molding me and making me the character or the individual that I am in my life. So when I accept an award such as this, that Jules made and Jonathan made, I'm so honored to meet them, and I'm even more honored to accept this award on behalf of the people that I mentioned. And most of all, I'm honored to receive it in my home city. So I'd like to end by saying, let me introduce you to my broker, to my heart, my life, my love, my beautiful wife. Would you take a stand, baby, because I want to see you in the light, too. This is Mrs. Charlene Carlos. You know, a lot of people say I have a lot of rough edges and I still got that New York kind of gangster walk and so forth. But my wife is the one that refines me and tell me, say, hey, man, you know, you got to brush up in certain occasions. So I'm just honored to be here today and to share this opportunity with you. And I thank God for giving me the opportunity to be John Carlos. Thanks again. God bless you.